Hey, what is going on, everybody? Liam here from Everything NYJ. How are you guys all doing? I have a question for you guys. Can the New York Jets realistically win the AFC East? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Before we get into this video, I just wanted to mention that you could follow us on all social media platforms at Everything NYJ. If you're new to the channel or if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps us out. If you like this video, giving it a thumbs up. That's a great way to show that you guys like this video. Um, all right, yeah. So, can the New York Jets actually win the AFC East? Because if the season were to end right now and the Jets are standing at 6-3, I believe that's the number 5 seed. So they would either be playing the Baltimore Ravens or the Tennessee Titans. Out of those two teams, I think Baltimore kind of scares me more. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that not only do the Jets make the playoffs, because I do think that right now it's basically an unofficial lock that the New York Jets make the playoff. I mean, things have to go terribly wrong. The season has to take a real turn for the worse in order for the New York Jets to somehow miss the playoffs. I mean, all we really there's 8 games left. All we realistically have to do is win 4 more games, get to 10 wins, and I think that's definitely an in. So let's go over the games real quick, right? We're gonna break down the AFC East, and we're gonna find how the Jets are gonna make their way to winning the AFC East. What do you guys think? All right, so Sunday it is the Jets at Patriots, and I think that is definitely a must-win game. I mean, not for their season. I think the Jets could still make the playoffs and afford to lose this game, but for the sake of this video, if the Jets want to win the AFC East, which I think is a realistic possibility. I'm just going to put that out there right now. I think it's a very good chance. Simple answer is yes, they can. Simple answer is win the rest of your divisional games, right? That seems to be the easiest way. So, Jets going up to Foxborough, playing the Patriots. I honestly, in my heart, I believe we could win this game. Me and Gino, we're going to cover that Friday night. Don't worry. But it just seems like the Jets are the better team, and if they could just not shoot themselves in the foot, if they can just play a cleaner game, I really think that they could beat these guys. So I'm gonna mark that up as 1 win. So that's 7-3. Then the Chicago Bears at New York Jets. Justin Fields is playing pretty good. He's really starting to come into his own. I think that's a win. I just think that the Bears are under 500. That's a game that the Jets are the better team. So that's 8-3, 8-3. I'm losing track already. New York Jets at the Vikings. Ooh, this is going to be rough. Going to Minnesota December 4th. This game might be flexed, and historically, Kirk Cousins does not play well in prime time. So if this game, as it stands right now, it's a 1 o'clock game. If that game does get flexed, I think that does give the Jets a chance to win. But I'm gonna just mark this down as it is right now as a loss, right? They're a really good team. We just saw what they did to Buffalo. They came back. They were the underdogs. They came back and they beat Buffalo. When really they had no business beating Buffalo. But Buffalo on paper does seem like they're the better team. Um, they are now like 6-1, I believe it is. So now Jets at Buffalo. This is going to be hard, but we had already beaten Buffalo once, and ideally we should be healthier at this point, right? Coming off the bye, we're getting Corey Davis back. We're getting a couple offensive linemen back. Max Mitchell should be back by this point. Fant, he should be back. So ideally, we should be healthier. And although yes, Josh Allen played against Minnesota, it seems like he's still dealing with an injury. So we don't know if long term if this is going to affect Josh Allen where he might need to take some time off. Josh Allen's a stud. He's going to play through an injury because he's a team first player. That's just what he does. But Jets going to Buffalo, that's going to be rough. But like I said, we already beat them once. We know what the formula is to beat these guys. I'm going to mark that up as a win. And I believe that. We beat them once. It's never easy going up to Buffalo and playing, but why not, right? For argument's sake, let's say the Jets sweep Buffalo. Crazier things have happened. And then it's Lions at Jets. I think that should be a win, especially because the Lions tend to play better at home. Coming into MetLife. MetLife at this point should be rocking, so I'm just gonna mark that up as a win. And then that Thursday night game, Jaguars at Jets, I think that should be a win. Trevor Lawrence has been playing okay, but another team under 500. Jets at Seahawks, I'm gonna say that's a loss. And then Jets at Dolphins, that's a to be determined. Like I said, obviously the Jets beat Miami once. That was without Tua, but we have a lot of talent on our team. We had a good matchup with DJ Reed and Sauce going against Waddle and Hill. So I think it's a pretty fairly matched game. I think the Jets could do that. So that leaves the Jets with 6 wins left. So that's like 12-5 right there. So going through Buffalo's schedule, let's see, I have it right here. Let's see. So Browns at Bills. I think that's a win for Buffalo. Buffalo at Lions. I think that's a win. Buffalo at Patriots. I think that's a win. Jets at Bills. I think that's a loss. Dolphins at Bills. I'm going to say that's a win. You know what? Actually, I'm going to say that's a loss. I'm torn on this one. I could see this one going either way. I'm going to come back to that one. So Jets and Bears. I'm sorry, Bills and Bears. I think that's a win for Buffalo. Cincinnati. And Bills. I think. I don't know, man. I kind of think that the Bengals kind of beat them. I'm gonna say for Patriots and Bills, obviously that's Bills. So that's 6 wins as well. So that right now that's tied with the New York Jets. Um, let's go to the Patriots, New England Patriots. Where are we? Scrolling. Give me a second here. Jets at Patriots, I think that's a loss. Vikings at Patriots. No, I'm sorry. Patriots at Vikings, I think that's a loss. Bills at Patriots, I think that's a loss. Patriots at Cardinals, that's a loss. Patriots at Raiders, I think that could actually be a win. Bengals at Patriots, I'm going to say that's a loss. Dolphins at Patriots, I could see that being a win. And then Patriots at Bills, I think that's a loss. And let's go to the Dolphins here. Texans at Dolphins, that's a win. Dolphins at 49ers, I'm going to say that's that's a loss, right? Dolphins at Chargers, I'm going to say that's a win. Dolphins at Bills, I think that's a loss. Packers at Dolphins, I think that's a win for them. Dolphins at Patriots, I think that's a win. And then Jets at Dolphins, I think that's a loss. So that leaves the Dolphins with 4 wins. So if a tie comes between Jets and Buffalo, which seems to be like the most likely option here, if that is a tie and the Jets have swept the Buffalo Bills, which I don't think is, like I'm saying, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. The Jets would get the win, and the Jets win the AFC East. What do you guys think of this video? Do you guys agree with me? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section. Follow us on all social media platforms at EverythingNYJ. If you guys do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Turn the notifications on because we have daily Jets content. And we'll talk some more Jets soon. Thank you.